G'day everybody, and welcome back to more Drongo, where today we are going to be opening up a collector booster box of Outlaws of Thunder Junction, which I recently picked up for a decent price. I forget exactly how much it was. It was somewhere in the region of 200-ish, 240 I think Australian dollars. I'll put the exact price up on the screen here for you, but I thought that was a decent price for a set that I think is a little bit underrated, and since I did buy this at that price, it has gone up quite a bit for these boxes, and I've not had a chance to open up these collector collector packs yet. I opened up a few of the regular boosters when the set came out, and since I've hung out with some friends and opened some packs together, and I've never pulled anything particularly good, but today we are going to be looking for, hopefully, why does that feel so thin? What the heck? Hopefully we're going to be able to find ourselves some, maybe a bristly bill. These packs feel weird. They feel very like saggy. Have these been tampered with? I don't know, they just feel a little bit off. Weird. Okay, maybe it's just these particular packs feel different. I have had in the past, if you've seen my new Capenna collector booster boxes, box openings, you'll have seen that I have opened up packs that are odd before. So I think we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That give us, let's see. The cards we're looking out for are Bristly Bill, Terror of the Peaks. I love a Tiny Bones from this set. So we have a Skewer the Critics, Ride Down. There's our Forest. So how many am I putting to the back? I actually don't know. Let's see. Bovine Intervention, Slick Sequence, Doom Trawler, Rodeo Pyromancers, Deadeye Duelist, Daring Thunder Thief, Discerning Peddler, Flame Jumper, little rabbit mercenary there looking with his spyglass, and then we have a Dust Animus, Pyroretic Charge, Skullcrack, and the last card in there is a Railway Brawler, which I think is a halfway decent pull. Bad. Okay. Alright, so the vibes initially seeming off there, but that looked approximately in order to what I would expect. So let's keep going here and see how we do with the rest of these packs. If there's anything else that kind of gives me weird vibes. I guess this is the whole thing about buying boxes sometimes, is that you get a little bit paranoid from time to time about what exactly you're getting. Okay, we got it in the right order that time, but I do think the lands and the artwork from this set are underrated, and a lot of the cards are really, really good. There's a lot of very good value cards, so I do think these boxes will go up a decent amount in the coming months and years as well. We have a Laz Av, Familiar Stranger, Trained Arnix. Love the blue color in the the color there, that is really lovely. Thunder Salvo. Wanted Griffin. Bristlepack Sentry. Savage Smash. I really like these borders. I know not everybody is a fan of them, but I really like them. Heartless Pillage in the foil. Ariette the Beguiler. Memory Vessel. Memory Vessel. That is really cool. I like that a lot. Lock and Load. Dust Bowl. And a Rakdos joins up in the foil. Legendary enchantment. Nice. A lot of cards here that I have not had the chance yet to add to my collection and that I'm very, very happy with. I think this is one of my favorite sets. Like, I know not everybody's like... I know the set theming of cowboys and everything like that wasn't particularly well received. But I think the cards and the artworks were really good. And honestly, for me, I feel like the theme was actually pretty fun. Maybe a little bit cheesy, maybe a little bit on the nose, but I like it a lot. Alright, Decisive Denial. Our Mountain. Fleeting Reflection. Rambling Possum. Return the Favor. Overzealous Muscle. Ease the Secrets. Raven of Fell Omens. That is a very beautiful, very dark artwork there, but very pretty. Earless Rope Master. Hello there. Terminal Agony. S Control. I can't even really tell what's going on in that one. They're killing squirrels though. More things. And then we have an Ancient Cornucopia. Very cool. I like that. Angelic Sellsword. Primal Might. Iron Eyes. Interesting. Okay. Counterspell with a bit of self-damage in there as well. Okay. Alright, so far... I mean, I don't know every card in this set, but no, so far I don't think we've hit anything too crazy. I am enjoying just taking my time and opening these packs and sharing the art. Like I said, it's the first time I've had the opportunity to open collector boosters of this set. So a lot of the artwork is kind of new to me. I may have gone too far there with the amount of cards that I put to the back. No, actually I didn't. Okay, we have our Forest, is featuring lots of cacti. Arid Archway. Shoot the Sheriff. Unfortunate Accident. Ancient Naturalist. Sterling Keykeeper. Little ankle biter snake there. Vengeful Townfolk. And ourselves a little posse there. And we have a Repulse. Essence Capture. High Noon. That is definitely a tempo slower. Each player can't cast more than one spell each turn. And then you can sacrifice it to deal 5 damage to any target. So if you're a deck that needs time to kind of get everything going, playing that early is kind of a godsend. Right, we got Calamity, the Galloping Inferno. Little pony there. Cactus Preserve. There we go. That's kind of fun. I like that artwork. I don't think that's one of the more valuable lands, but still, kind of cool. We have a Void Rend, and that one is one of the good cards for this set. A foil Inspiring Vantage. That one I do know as soon as I saw it. There we go. Nice. Okay, so a decent hit there. That's one of the cards that I was hoping to see. Definitely happy about that, and that kind of helps put a bit of my mind at ease that these packs, while they may feel a little bit odd, are not tampered in any way. All of these cards have been in the correct sequence, they're all from the correct set, and that one I know is probably valuable enough that anybody wanting to mess with the packs would probably have taken it. Alright, we got ourselves a little sniper there with a clean shot. Fierce Retribution. Our planes, I think the cloud design there with the white mana symbol. That's really smart. I like that. That's very cool. We have got a Getaway Glamour. Intrepid Stablemaster. Lava Spur Boots. New Boot Goofin. Ariet's Lullaby. Abraded Bluffs. Black Snag Buzzard. That composition. We have the Cattarantula. That is kind of a nice little card there. See that getting played a little bit in Arena from time to time. Step Between Worlds. Beautiful color composition there with the reds and the blues. Ordinary Tumblewag. That's a very... I don't know what a brushwag is, but it's cute. Kind of looks like an echidna porcupine sort of situation with like maybe a little bit of like armadillo inspiration. Vengeful Regrowth. Grindstone. I love that artwork. That is really cool. The grayscale with the hints of red emphasize things. That's really cool. And then we have a foil Force of Vigor. Very cool. Alright, not bad. Halfway through this box opening so far with this pack. And if you've gotten up to this point, hopefully you're enjoying the video and just going through these cards with me and soaking up the vibes. If you're enjoying yourself here, if you're new, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. We're hoping to try and get to 1,000 subscribers. Once we do, we are going to be opening up a collector booster box of Innistrad Remastered, which is a set that I really like. I've been saving a box of that. This is a little motivation for myself to keep working on the channel. Nice little trick shot there. Irascible Wolverine. I have no idea what that word means. Take the Fall. Explosive Derailment. Bombs and Trains and Sabotage. And a gorgeous swamp. That is absolutely lovely. I like that a lot. And then we have Buried in the Garden. Ride Down. Territory Forge. When it enters the battlefield, if you cast it, exile target artifact or land. And this has all activated abilities of the exiled land. That's kind of fun. Then we have another round. Really cool with the little saloon doors there. Very cool composition there for the artwork. Got a Sound Scout. Void Slime. And a Greed's Gambit. Not super familiar with that card. Happy with it nonetheless. But yeah, if you are new here, this is generally what we do. Is just me opening things, sharing the experience. I'm definitely somebody who likes to take my time and appreciate the artworks and all the cards. I'm not super concerned with like the price. Obviously it's nice to get valuable cards, and I do have the prices coming up on screen, but it's not the most important thing to me. Just like adding cool playable cards to my collection I can build decks with, and yeah, just get to share my passion of the game. So yeah, Forest, Demonic Ruckus, or Demon dude there. We've got our Gold Rush, Rustler Rampage, Take Up the Shield, Mine Raider, Quick Draw, Reach for the Sky, and a Humiliate. Oh mate, embarrassing. Ripped over, fallen on his face, been lassoed. Some days are harder than others. We've got a Hindering Light, Ambal the Profiteering Mare, Fortune the Loyal Steed, Charred Grave Robber, Archive Trap. Artworks in these are just so freaking cool. And we have a Hellspur, Posse Boss, Lizard Rogue. Very cool. As on the nose as the theming is, I do just think it's kind of fun. Like, it's not... I think kind of like how I feel about Aid the Drift is that, you know, maybe it's not the most serious set, thematically speaking, but I think it's mostly well done. Despite being a little bit cheesy, I think the cards like kind of match the theme and what they're going for, and the artwork is fantastic to accompany it. And I think that, you know, whilst sets like Aid the Drift and Thunder Junction are not typically very well received at the time of their launch, I think in the future they'll be a little bit better appreciated for how good they were. Hindering Light, our Island, Betrayal at the Vault, Unscrupulous Contractor, Scorching Shot. Holy cow, dude. The Ox Angel. That is so fun, and I love that artwork, especially in the foil. That's really cool. Very, very cool. We got a Prickly Pear, Silver Deputy, Armored Armadillo. I don't know if there's enough armadillos in Magic to make an armadillo typal deck, but that would be kind of fun. We got a Fling, okay. Like that looking in the foil. We have the Honorary Tumblewag back again. We have Bruce Tal, Roving Rancher. Felix Five Boots, the Ooze Rogue. I love the idea of like this cowboy boot wearing ooze with lots of arms and guns and stuff like that. It's very silly. I like it. We have the Anguished Unmaking. And a Cruel Ultimatum. There we go. Alright, that's a fun little card there. Not bad. So, no signs so far of the really big hits with a Bristly Bill or a Terror of the Peaks. Bristly Bill is a deck that I would really love to get at some point. I feel like it would just be kind of a fun card to build a deck around. I've not really built a green counters deck before, so it'd be a different change for me, at least. Skewer of the Critics. Beautiful Swamps again. Requisition Raid. Stubborn Burrow Fiend. Emerging Haunting. Beautiful haunted house there. Lonely Ario. Corrupted Conviction. Throw from the Saddle. Djinn of Fool's Fall. And Oh, sorry, hypothesizal? What is going on here? What a cool artwork. The foiling looks great on that with those blue and gold accents. We have the hostile investigator. One last job. I think that's a decent little hit there. Actually, no, it's not. It's a different card to what I was thinking of. Never mind. Greywater's Fixer. Surgical extraction. A little... Is that a horse skeleton escaping the... Yeah, dead horse delivers beating. Fun little card. Ooh, what is that? Lost Jit. Legendary artifact equipment. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage, put a charge counter on this. Remove a charge counter. Untap target land. Target creature can't block this turn. Put a +1 counter on equipped creature. Interesting. Okay. That is really beautiful in the foil. Really lovely little artwork. I don't know if that's worth much, but certainly happy to have that. I'm trying to think of maybe a creature with double strike or something. Maybe work in a deck with like full throttle or something like that. Any kind of card that gives you extra combat phases or something. Perhaps would be the way to go. Or I think it's... Oh, it is combat damage. Yeah, so it would have to be combat damage. So you'd be, yeah, double strike, combat phases would matter. Okay, we got ourselves a mountain. Frontier Seeker. Map the frontier. Verification. Apologies for my pronunciation. Hard Bristle Bandit. Slickshot Vault Buster. Giant Beaver. Again, is there a lot of beavers in Magic? I can't recall ever seeing any. Harrier Strix. Beautiful little owl there. Murder. And Foil Murder. Back to back. And then we have Bonnie Pal Clearcutter. Now this is a card that I have played with in Arena a few times. And certainly nice to have that in my collection. Happy about that, that's nice. Elspur Posse Boss back again. And we have a Yuma Proud Protector. That artwork is absolutely gorgeous. The colors. How vivid everything is. That's really pretty. Wow. We have an unlicensed hearse. Freaking through town. And then we have a foil Outcaster Trailblazer. Very nice. Oh. Alright, we're down to our last 2 packs of this box. Give the second to last pack a little rub for luck. What can we pull here? Still no Tiny Bones, sadly. One of those cards that I love seeing. I just think Tiny Bones is neat. He's kind of toxic to run. I do have a Tiny Bones mono black deck, which is possibly the most toxic deck that I do own. But I just think it's really cute and really fun. Alright, we have a Honest Rootstein. Very pretty. At knife point. Ord in the Crossfire. Festering Gulch. Gulch. Fake Your Own Death. Okay, is this an omen that Tiny Bones is gonna turn up this pack? Let's see. Iron Fist Pulverizer. Jailbreak Scheme. Journey to Nowhere in the foiling again. Magda the Horde Master. Rakdos joins up. I'm in non-foil. Dead Before Sunrise. Mana Drain. Okay. And Rush of the Dread. Okay, little spree card. Alright, last pack now. What can we get? I'm not going to rub it for luck this time. We only get one rub per video. We've used it up on that last pack. Alright, here we go. Terminal Agony. That is how I feel when I don't get the cards that I hope to in a pack. We have another beautiful swamp there. Badlands Revival. Shifting Grift. Scale Storm Summoner. Outlaws Fury. Lush Oasis. Willed Charger. Mourner's Surprise. Tyrant's Scorn in the foil. And a Gold Vein Hydra. That is a hit right there. I know that one. Very nice. Okay, we'll take that. Reed's Gambit. Am I going to get greedy here? Give me a Bristly Bill. Come on. Angel of Indemnity. Very nice. Okay. And Villainous Wealth. Our last card is Dust Bowl in the foil. Go. Beautiful. Okay, that was the pack box there. I actually don't really know how we did, to be entirely honest with you. A lot of the cards that we pulled, I'm not entirely sure how we went, but I do love these newspaper style showcase cards. I think they're just really cool. I think we got some good hits in there. There's a couple that I did recognize, nothing insane. But given the fact that we picked the box up for a reasonably good price, I think we would have done okay. As always, the goal of this is never to make back what we spend on a box, even though it is nice when it happens. But these are all going to get played with. These are all going to end up in my collection. But that's the breakdown of everything. That's what we spent on the box. That is the value of the cards that we pulled as of the recording of this video, and whether we made any kind of net value or net loss based off of the card values and what we spent. I think either way, it doesn't really matter. I loved getting to open these. I loved getting to share them with you all, and hopefully you enjoyed it as well. So if you did, like I said earlier, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments down below which your favorite artwork is that we saw this evening, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.